What's up, everybody? My name is Erin, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio, and welcome back to Cooking Companions. I've already played through this game twice, had more or less the same outcome. My goal for this playthrough, I want to get all the endings, okay? But my immediate goal right now is to keep Mariah alive. Let her not be the first to leave the cabin and see what happens from there. So we're going to load our game at our very, very first save point again. I may speed through some of the text that we've seen multiple times by now, but I'll just feel it out as we go. Do you have any experience making meals? I'm gonna say nothing. I have nothing to say to you, Karen. Both effing times. She stuck around until the end, and I did not see that coming. If you're on mute, you can tell me now. And you're so mean. Are you a mute? I'm gonna be real mean to you. Yes. You're pretty bad at lying. We were talking earlier, remember? Yikes. Looks like lying doesn't work on Karen. It unfortunately looks like Karen will remember that. Ooh, I wonder what course of action or course of events that triggered. I got dusting to do in the living room. No need to respond, chump. Bye. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. Alright, never know what you'll find in the cabin. Search areas more than once. Let's give it a try. Well, I want to go under the cupboards until I get the mouse, and then I'm gonna keep the mouse. The first few cupboards are empty. And Natalie must have put the supplies somewhere else. You can check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. You check the cupboard underneath the sink. If you've ever had a mouse in your house, I've had one, it was sometime last year, there was just a mouse in the house, and I cried over that thing. It just destroyed, we finally caught it. But the amount of stress that a single field mouse in this house gave us, it was uncalled for. You check the cupboard underneath the sink. You found a dead mouse. This would be a great gift to give Karen. I agree, now that we know, her backstory. All right, we've added the dead mouse to our inventory. We're gonna keep it there. And we're going to... Was there anything behind the wood pile? I don't remember. No, we were talking about the types of trees that it was. But we're gonna go straight for the chompettes. Okay, you pull the drawer open with all your might. Come on, chompettes! Show me what you got.
Hey, cabbage!
It's Tam. All right, Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. Okay, so we've already gone through. We've met the chompettes numerous times by now. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state, which is already way long gone by now. But only slightly. Hey. Did you find the supplies? You shake your head. And Natalie lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. Got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. So this is the point in my personal playthrough when you focus less on what's being presented to you at face value and you zero in on all the different clues, the subtext, the information that is still missing, all the missing puzzle pieces that you really want to put together. Gosh, there's just so much to unpack. I cannot wait. The biggest reason I'm so eager to like finish all my playthrough stuff of this game is so I could start to watch other people play it and see their first reactions and hear their thoughts on it and all their theories. I want to go through that experience with them. All right, so we've arrived back at the next choice, and we are going to let's go into the basement, because last time we said we talked to the Chompettes, it was only cabbage in the kitchen. So let's go into the basement. This door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. That was anticlimactic.
Good morning, everyone.
Again, Gregor.
Can't you let us sleep in? Not today.
Why?
Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour.
Gregor, you're overreacting. He's really not. We have enough food to last us a while. And it's like this... It's like they were sent out into the wilderness with the survival pack, their emergency supplies. And that's it. That's all they were given. I don't know if they expected to even find a cabin or some kind of dwelling, or if they were just expected to live outside until everything runs out and then they're on their own and then the nature will take its course.
Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today.
You really think it'll flood?
Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared.
You're losing it, Gregor. Karen. There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst.
I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Natalie, let's go out and prepare for the storm.
Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods and it has better odds than trying to hunt.
Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy.
And Natalie and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Yeah, and unfortunately in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only choose one of them, and I'm gonna choose Mariah. Boom. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf, so they're like standing next to each other. You walk over to her. There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite? Ooh, okay, save game. I want to pick all three of them. So I'm gonna make use of the safety save this time, hopefully, unless it'll let me pick all of them. The romantic one. Oh yeah? I read a few random pages. Seems pretty melodramatic. Why is everyone crying all the time? You shrug. Maybe the ending redeems it, but from what I've read, this book is hot garbage. Sorry. Mariah looks pretty disappointed in your answer. There are definitely some better books you could be reading. I'll give you my list of recommendations later. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Except, making use of the safety save, we're gonna go through all the options. Hey, so I accidentally saved over the spot that I wanted to reload the game where Mariah was at the bookshelf, so I completely botched that. So we're back here, and we're gonna look around the bathroom first. Yep, it's a bathroom. Toilet, bathtub, and a cabinet underneath the sink. Open the cabinet. Yes. You peer into the cabinet. Huh. You found a spider. It's pretty small, but it's hairy. Well, don't touch it. It's far too gross to even squish. There's a note buried in the spider web. Oh, thank goodness. Good day. We have received a fair number of complaints from Ruslana Ulrich over her perceived harassment of her nephew Marco. Ruslana alleges that you have been frightening him and are causing a public disturbance when traveling into town. Her list of complaints is as follows. 1. Erratic shuffling. 2. Sneering at Marco in an attempt to intimidate or frighten. 3. Babbling incoherently. We understand that this is by no means illegal, but humbly request that you stop immediately. Failure to do so will result in an in-person meeting to discuss. Thank you for your time, Leonard Casimiras. You take the complaint letter with you. Okay, it is keeping track of our achievement progress, so that's our 3rd out of 5 notes. All right, we shut the cabinet. What else do you want to check out? Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna learn from my mistakes with Mariah at the bookshelf. Okay, we're gonna save here. I'm gonna overwrite the save yes because I messed up. Back to game. This is just if it'll let us go through everything. But, okay, let's go top to bottom. Or no, I'm gonna be a rebel. I'm gonna start with turning on the bath. The water isn't coming out. Oh well. But if I do it again. Oh, okay. Inspect the black markings. Doesn't look like black mold. Must be residue from some old liquids. Like blood? The others should be coming back any minute now. You leave the bathroom to go greet them. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Load game. Load from here. Yes. Look into the mirror. You get ready to look at your reflection in the mirror. Nah. No, thank you. Come on. Hard pass. Nope. No. Not a chance. Come on. Not today. I'm gonna keep going until you start looping the dialogue. No thanks. Nah. No. That's funny. Sorry, no. Never. No chance. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Is it looping? Is that all I get now? Okay. Fine. Let's try turning on the bath again, just to get that action out of the way. Because sometimes when you get these choices, I don't know if it's going to like allow you to repeatedly click on it, like, you know, like we just did with the mirror and the cupboards and drawers and things like we did earlier, or if it's going to immediately progress the story. Like if we chose to inspect the black markings first, would that have immediately progressed the story to, oh, they're coming back, we need to go back out there and wait for them? Or would it have allowed us to go back and forth to the different choices? So it must be some residue from old liquids, so like blood. If any of you are familiar with the comic book Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, it's actually one of my favorites. And there is an iconic image of Johnny or Nee sitting on the toilet cleaning up his saw, and there's just a big ol' mess in the bathtub, and this is what it reminds me of. The others should be coming back any minute now. You leave the bathroom to go greet them. All right, and now we are back here to where I initially flubbed the load/save buttons. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her. There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite? All right, so this is where we'll save the game. The crafting one. Oh, me too. Metallurgy is so interesting. I'm curious about what alloy composition our cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice. You think Mariah will remember that? Okay, so that's what we get for our relationship to go stronger. But I want to load the game back here. And which one is your favorite? I'm gonna say the scary one and see what that gets us. And then I'll probably go back and pick the crafting one again just to get the heart up. I want to get her hearts maxed out as much as possible so she does not end up leaving the cabin first. I already read the entire thing. It wasn't scary at all. Very surface level horror, a cheap imitation of real horror. Ending with the woman screaming, does that even count as an ending? You tell her it's a prequel to another book. You're kidding, right? I've lost all faith in authors. You know Frankenstein, right? I don't mean the 1931 film. I mean the book by Mary Shelley. It started with a boat and around the North Pole. It definitely had more to say than the film. Or this book. Mariah is judging your choice harshly. You're pretty sure she'll remember that. Okay, well, we don't want to end on a bad note. So we're gonna go for the crafting one and get our heart up. Yeah, I'm also wondering if we have soap anywhere in this cabin. Any kind of disinfectant. To clean said cauldron and our plates and cutlery and things like that. And bathing. But our relationship is stronger. That's what matters most right now. Didn't know you were so smart. Let's talk again later, okay? You start to blush a little bit. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly.
Hey, can you cook something while we're out?
You nod.
Thank you. All right, everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds.
The group leaves determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Ooh, that radio click. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh, radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio, and we've not had that come back into play yet. Again, I wish there was something up here, like, you know, you put your mouse cursor up here and like your inventory drops down, but because this is not a point and click game per se, I can understand why that would not be a mechanic, but it would still be fun to, you know, see what we've collected so far, you know what I mean? Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Okay, I'm gonna do another save. I'm gonna go through everything. Third time around, there are no rules. I'm just gonna use my safety saves to their fullest. You have nothing better to do, so you decide to talk to the Chompettes.
Hello.
Hello! Good to see you again.
Onion.
Thought you abandoned us. Why are you trying to fool them? Go ahead and make those meals you enjoy so much. Raspberry. No thanks. That vegetable stew?
Boy, boy, boy.
Gross. You already stunk up the cabin last night. Spare us a repeat.
Cabbage.
Onion. It almost smelled as bad as you, Stinky.
Boy, boy.
Almost. Aren't you going to give them the recipe, Onion?
Boy, boy.
I guess. Hey. Ever notice those 4 humans don't give you any recipes?
Boy, boy.
Those monsters. That's why you should spend more time with us.
Boy.
Right? Of course. I have the perfect recipe for you today.
Boy, boy, boy.
It will make the kitchen smell nice afterwards, and it will impress dinner guests. We received the borscht recipe.
Boy, boy.
Don't burn down the cabin making it, okay? You nod.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger. Chompettes! Mosey out! You shut the drawer and wait for the others to return back. Okay, Mariah's back early today. Let me save the game here. And then I'm gonna load game here, because I want to see if there's any other things to look at. So the Chompettes for the kitchen. Let's check out the bedroom. Can we get more emergency supplies out of here? Poor Natalie. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. And Natalie must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Okay. All right, and now will looking around the bathroom again give us anything different? You remember an old tale about a child who said a killer's name 3 times into a mirror. But you can't remember how it ended. You're too frightened to even try it. Apparently, I can't even look at my own reflection. You leave the bathroom a little more scared than when you entered. Okay, so that was the very first choice we made in the very first playthrough. So let's see, let's go back here, see what going into the basement does, if anything. Your imagination runs wild staring at the basement door. You try opening and closing the deadbolt, just in case. It's like I'm afraid something can still get out. You know what I mean? Like, whatever's down there has been down there for a while, if they're dead or spirit or whatever, but it's like there's something still there that we're keeping this deadbolt in place for, because if we open it, it will get out. You mill around until the others return. Okay, so that's not where I want to end. So we're going back to where after we've spoken with the Chompettes. And Mariah's back early today. Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. And Natalie found some more berries. But nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Not like anyone else stepped up, Mariah. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Hey. Mariah will remember that. Oh yeah, getting another heart. Maybe you could teach me to cook sometime? You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin.
Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries.
Tch. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Boom! Bread and jam. We're back here. Our third and final normal meal, I guess.
The bread's a little tough.
Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
But this homemade jam is to die for, haha. Sorry.
Ugh. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks.
Mariah.
Everybody laughs. Cause we're all just here to have a good time. All right, the strange dream with the witch riding on our back. And I have a feeling that image of that witch or that ghost in that jump scare is the face or the personage of what's possessing us, the main character player. All right, it's raining. Everyone woke up. They asked for more bread. We came into the kitchen, and we're back with the Chompettes. Hello. Don't worry, as leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Onion.
I think I would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Because they're not real food. What I'm thinking is that they're all these 5 souls. They're not actual food. They're representations of real people, but we associate them with food because I'm sure we ate them. We also succumbed to cannibalism at that time, and maybe to cope with the ghosts from our past, we see our former friends as actual food, actual produce, and things like that. No, you know what I mean? Chompettes! Move out! The Chompettes somehow managed to close the door on themselves. So there was no change in dialogue. Bread told his puns. We had that little conversation. And now we're bringing the crusty bread and jam into the living room where Karen will complain about it. And so we've arrived back at this choice, a Natalie versus Karen about his alleged illiteracy. And we're going to side with the Natalie. I wanted to distance myself away from Karen like as much as possible. I need to max out Mariah's hearts. I want to do everything I can to make sure she doesn't leave the cabin first. I cannot emphasize that enough. But I've already read through the story fully twice at this point, so I'm kind of speeding through to where I could hopefully get some new dialogue and scenes coming up eventually. Because again, we're more about piecing puzzle pieces together now. We've already read the story. We're here for clues. And Natalie can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. You must be going blind then.
Get. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make something up like that about me.
You aren't fooling anyone, Natalie. Karen has stormed off.
Thanks for backing me up.
So I guess that was for... We sided with Gregor defending a Natalie, so our relationship with him went up there. Okay. Okay, I'm caught up, I think. Good to have someone so positive around. And Natalie looks relieved. You think he'll remember that?
I guess let's call it a day.
Yeah. Sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later.
Hey. Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that.
And Natalie looks at you with a look of admiration.
See you tomorrow.
And Natalie looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Natalie will remember that. And our relationship is stronger. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled.
Whoa. Incredible.
Impressive.
Yeah. I wish we had a deer here. With food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history.
That doesn't make us feel any better, Natalie.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
And Natalie leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Natalie in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Mariah, of course. We're on the Mariah route now. Oh. Didn't hear you coming, haha. I was just double checking to see if there was any food we might have missed. Yeah, what's this hanging by the window? Is it just plastic decoration? But I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod. Oh, I don't even get a choice. You nod. Great. While you do that, I'm gonna go get some more reading done. You think Mariah will remember that? Your relationship is stronger. Later. You give the drawer a hard yank open.
Hello.
Hello. Is a thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her. We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways,
Raspberry.
please don't let the others see us.
Cabbage.
That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a trumpet is secrecy.
Cabbage.
Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings now, would we? You shake your head. Good. Trumpets,
Hoo-hoo.
roll on out. You shut the drawer. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Wish the rain would just stop.
You're all doing great. We must almost be to the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry.
Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. Listen to her achievement. This is new and exciting. Wake up. I said, wake up. The rainfall is non-stop again. Did you have anything to do with this? Do I have that kind of ability or power? You don't answer her question. Tch. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. But he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, this is so fascinating. Okay. I am going to call this episode of Cooking Companions here. There's a lot to mull over, but I think we're getting the puzzle pieces that we need. So by the end of everything, we should have a nice, mostly finished picture. I think some of it will still be left up to interpretation, but hopefully we'll have like a satisfactory, like beginning, middle, end to this specific particular journey. But thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye!